Good morning, everybody.
We're back! Woo! Good morning, everybody. And those of us who are joining us, I hope you can feel the exuberance coming through into cyberspace. Welcome to Unity of Gaithersburg. I'm Edie Crane, and it is my absolute joy to welcome us back into the sanctuary and to welcome you into our sacred cyberspace. And so for those of us who are here, just take a moment, settle in, and look around, and just connect. Just connect. Send some love. And those of you on cyberspace, send your love through the chat. Send some love into the chat. This is our grand foyer back into in person. Yay! And so as we settle into this energy of love and of gratitude, let's affirm together our vision and our mission. Our vision. We are being love, joy, and harmony. We expand the consciousness of oneness. And our mission. We are a heart-centered, evolving, and expansive spiritual community dedicated to expressing our divinity and honoring all through spiritual practice, education, and service. And our core values are community, love in action, prayer, gratitude, abundance, and integrity. So we just take that in. That is who we are and what we're about and how it shows up in the world. And thank you. I'm just so full today. Wow, thank you. So a few housekeeping items. In terms of COVID protocols, as you know, we filled back to front to back, and we'll leave back to front. And you can also use this stairwell exit if you want. If you're going to go out that way to the parking lot, you can. Michael has set up some wonderful, social time out at the Quay House deck. So if you want to just hang out and socialize for a little while, that'd be great. We will start actual hospitality with coffee and such next week. We didn't want to kind of overwhelm with all the details. So next week, we'll have coffee and such out at the Quay House deck. So feel free to go out there and hang out and socialize and catch up. There's a lot to catch up on. And anybody who's out there in cyberspace who's joining us for the first time, welcome. Welcome. It is our joy to have you be part of our Sunday experience. If you have any questions, you can check our website. Send us an email, admin@unityofgaithersburg.org. We'd love to hear from you. And we are incredibly grateful for our Sunday morning staff. This doesn't happen without our Sunday morning staff. So we have Andy and Kevin and Jim and Keith on AV, making sure the sound comes through and the video comes through and the Zoom comes through. Those guys are amazing. Let's give them a hand. Yeah. And we have today our ushers are Mike and Amanda. Woohoo, thank you. Yay. We have our incredible music team, Jeff, John, and Jim, the Jays. Maya, our incredible platform assistant, and of course, Michael of behind the scenes, Michael, our facilities manager. If you guys haven't met him, go and say hi. He's been an incredible addition to our staff here. And then, of course, our own Steve. Woohoo! Yay, Steve! We are so blessed. We are so blessed for the army of volunteers that keep this wonderful community going. And with that, we are ready for our opening song. Take it away.
This song is something I wrote, and it's all about unity and why we're here and who we are. It's called "We Welcome You Here." Just give us a little second. We weren't sure we were going to do this one right now. Okay. One, two, three, four. welcome you here. We welcome you always. Unity feels like home. We welcome you here. Our door's always open. Know that you're not alone. You're not alone if you've been wanting to know. A peace beyond understanding. There's a place to unwind, a way to feel genuine peace of mind, a love that can heal you. It's been there all the time. We're all brothers and sisters in love, without fear. You are always welcome here. We welcome you here, we welcome you always. Unity feels like home. We welcome you here, our door's always open. Know that you're not alone. You're not alone when all the weight of the world is bearing down on your shoulders. Find your connection inside who you really are. Let your heart be your guide to a love that can heal you. It's been there all the time. We're all brothers and sisters in love, without fear. You are always welcome here. Where there's love and no fear, you are always welcome here. When love and no fear, you are always welcome here. Feel the love without fear. You are always welcome here. We welcome you here. We welcome you always. We welcome you here.
We are always welcome here. There's no place where we're not welcome in Unity, and as you know, your soul is welcome here. Your soul is here. We have been with each other during all this COVID time, and before, and during, and now, and whatever is coming in the future. It is so awesome that we can be here. I'm so grateful for being part of this community. I've known of Unity of Gaithersburg over the years, decades actually in my case, and to be here in present form beyond Zoom is also a real treat. And you folks are alive, you are welcoming. Everyone knows that our soul is welcome here. You come into a place that generates love and acceptance of oneness. Because that's what Unity is all about. And so we have a slide on the spiritual nugget, wherever that is. Unity offers you a direct and intense experience of the sacred, personally and in a loving spiritual community. So some folks may be coming back, this is in some ways like a homecoming even to Unity, or some to this place. But haven't you believed that this is true? That there's a place in you where there is love, where there is nothing that is missing. And that's what we know right here. And so I want to ask, this is a surprise invitation, but Kathy Daniels, our board chair, would you come up here, please? Hi, good morning.
You got me.
Yeah. I got you, yeah. And is Michael back there somewhere? Invite him in if he is. Kathy is our board chair. I want to ask someone to come up too. And you stay up here too, because you're part of this, Edie, right here. I know. Just let go. Let go and let Steve. So, these are two folks, including Michael, that you'll see him around, but if you don't know who Michael is, he's a facilities person that is stunning. He's done incredible work here, and he's been a real big part of this. So he's out doing his work right now, and so you might want to thank him. But Kathy and Edie are two people that I really want to acknowledge that have helped this ministry keep going in so many ways beyond what you even know. You know of a lot, but there's more on it, and there's more coming. So I would like to have you want to share something. It's like welcome.
What can I share other than I'm totally surprised by this and playing on this?
I know you like to be playing it.
But yeah, but yes, welcome back everybody. I'm so glad to see faces in this place. And hopefully as time goes by, we'll expand even more. And we'll be back to normal before you can say 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, oh, right. And Edie, Edie's fingerprints and heartprints are everywhere here. And I know you have things to say. So what would you like to say?
I love you. I adore you. I am so filled. I am just beyond filled. I am overfilled with joy and exuberance and gratitude. I am so grateful for all of the people who have kept this place going through these last 14 months. I mean, everybody has just stepped up with your financial help, with your actual help, people coming in and feeding me lunch, when I'm all here all by myself, and people just stepping up and lending your energy and coming to meetings and your prayers. So I'm just so grateful for this incredible community, and I want you to give yourselves a hand.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you both very much. And so just know that you have been in good hands, and you continue to be in good hands. And these folks reflect only a portion of people that have been here and continue to be here to celebrate all of you. And so we're thankful for that. We're going to be moving on to talk about transformational opportunities. Maya, you want to come up and share all of that with us, please?
All right. Good morning, everyone on YouTube, and good morning, everyone here. I was so excited to see I got to be on platform on this really beautiful and happy day for our community. So welcome back to all of those who are here today. So our first announcement is that C Week is coming up, and June always sounds so far away, but it starts next week. June is right around the corner. So June 6th through 11th will be SEE, Spiritual Education and Enrichment Week. Registration is currently underway. There's lots of information on our website. So there's a video, there's a brochure, there are syllabi, there's a schedule. Everything you need to find out more about C is on our webpage, so please visit the webpage to learn more. Also, Jane McCarthy and Reverend Steve, who are here today, will be great sources of information if you have questions on that upcoming week-long event. Not next Sunday, it's June 6th. Ask the Ministers Sunday. So that's always one of the most fun Sunday services. So Reverend Steve will be joined by Reverend Kelly Isola and Reverend Paul Hasselbeck on YouTube for the Sunday service. So this is really a great time to send in questions, and they will be answering them as part of this panel. So there's a link to submit questions in the Friday newsletter. Our transition update. So there will be a community meeting related to transition on Sunday, June 6th, right after the service. You can attend on Zoom, or you could also attend in person. The Zoom link is in the newsletter. And this is something new I was surprised to see in the announcements. It's how are you using Unity principles in your life? So if anyone has a little success story to share, you can send an email to admin@unityofgaithersburg.org, and we'll pick one to share on June 13th. And now our prayer for the transition process. We hold a vision of a smooth, grace-filled, and peaceful ministry transition process, embracing our differences as we expand our consciousness of oneness and love. Throughout this process, informed by our divine nature, we co-create joy-filled, loving, and expansive growth experiences. And now for the daily word. Faith. My faith keeps me focused on God. I may not be able to control what happens around me, but I am always free to choose what happens within me. My perception determines my experience. I begin with faith. I choose to see the vibrant wholeness that is present even during illness. I open my heart and mind to the harmony that I know is possible even in the midst of apparent discord. When my needs appear greater than my resources, I remind myself all supply springs forth from the inexhaustible well of divine substance. I am reassured by remembering all situations are temporary and God is greater than every circumstance. Through my faith, I align my thoughts with the divine and believe in this truth that sets me free. If you had faith the size of a mustard seed, you could say to this mulberry tree, be uprooted and planted in the sea, and it would obey you. Luke 17:6. And now, let's settle in for meditation by singing All Is Well.
As I close my eyes and the world disappears, I can feel my breath rise and fall. There's a light inside that dispels all my fears, and I hear a gentle voice calling. All is well, 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 all is well.
The gentle voice is forever calling and expressing in and as and through us, willing to be expressed in any occasion, that all is well. There are times when we wonder. There are times when we give credence to fear and the apparent separation. There are times when we may not wish to celebrate, to let the light and the love and the joy to just flow right out. And these are the times when we make another choice. We've made a choice by being here, perhaps in person, perhaps virtually through cyberspace. A sense of being, a sense of knowing, and a sense of possibility. In so many ways, we know deeply inwardly that there is oneness, that there is never any place where we can be where spirit is not. As we understand spirit, as we understand God, our inner source, whatever the words we may have, we give thanks in advance for what's coming forth. And perhaps we take a moment for reflection. For example, the last time we were physically here in this beautiful sanctuary, this place called Unity of Gaithersburg, and the experience of reentry, of reopening for those of us that are present and those of you that are with us vicariously that know the experience of oneness. For we know what it's like to believe in unity, believe in unity in oneness consciousness. And so as we go back, whatever the time frame might be for us, but a couple years, even pre-COVID, and consider ourselves observing our human self moving through this time span. Are there messages for us? Insights? Expressions of gratitude? Who have we come here to be now? May 23, 2021. And as we move into the silence, in the silence there is a gift for all wounds. There's a gift for all that appears to be sadness and pain and fear. In the silence, there is spirit. In the silence, we are. And as we return our awareness to this space, whatever space you are in at this time, we take a couple of really deep breaths and saying, it's so good. All is so well. I know this at the depth of my being. And I see myself, feel myself, know myself sharing this joy, sharing this insight, sharing who I am with ease and with clarity and focus. And as I open my eyes gently and let them move around the space wherever we are, memories return. Awareness of overcoming. Awareness of, here I am, Lord. Use me. Awareness of oneness. Love is our decision. And amen. So it shall be.
Okay. This next song is one you all know. Please sing with us. It's by James Taylor. It's called Shower the People. You can play the game and you can act out the part, though you know it wasn't written for you. How can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? One thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. You just shower the people you love with love and show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. Shower the people you love with love and show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will.
You can run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. And what you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone. Oh, once you tell somebody, you can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease.
Better to shower the people you love with love and show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. What I'd like to do to you, shower the people you love with love and show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Oh, shower the people you love with love and show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love and show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love.
They say the
Show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. Thank you. James Taylor, what a gift to the planet. What a message. Shower people you love with love, if you only will. Will we? Will we have that little bit of willingness to shower people with our thoughts, with our words, with our presence, with our smile, with our actions? And so it's a heck of a time. Metaphysically, things happen all the time to me. For example, about a mask. So what the hell is this about? I mean, it's about celebrating, is it not? That we're close to another era of not having to be as bound by masks. We don't know exactly how or when, or if it will ever come back again, but right now I celebrate it. So I already, thank you, mask, God bless you. Now, if this weren't the place that it is, and I'm not in the profession that I am, I might have said some other words. But you know what they were, right? So I didn't need to say anything more. So something about unity that's really very powerful. We've got a couple of slides that we're going to look at today. Is Charles Fillmore had some wonderful teachings, the co-founder of Unity. And so did Eric Butterworth, one of our most well-known authors, a Unity minister and an author. And he said in an article that he wrote, Truth in a Nutshell, in essence, the fundamental concepts that enable any individual practically and creatively to release his or her imprisoned splendor. So this grabbed me for thinking around myself, and as I embraced sometimes the fear of COVID, as I stayed into some of that and some of my anger and some of my pain and hopelessness and et cetera, I imagine some of that's universal for a lot of people here. That I often would forget, would I shower myself with love? Would I shower this situation in COVID with love? Would I shower having to wear masks with love? Would I shower the experience of what it's been like for you with love? And so the next slide gives a suggestion of what Eric Butterworth wrote. And if this seems familiar, the omnipresence of God, three aspects of spiritual truth, the divinity of humankind, the creative power of thought, these are three of the usually 4 or 5 core unity principles. And Eric Butterworth was one of the master teachers over the years for unity. And in essence, he was saying it really comes down to this, the spiritual truth in 3 presence, 3 forms, 3 aspects. And one is spirit, whatever term or word we use for spirit, and you and I understand that languaging gets in the way big time. There are still wars being fought over language and around beliefs of what spirituality and religion is all about, internally and elsewhere. So whatever we believe is a universal spirit, I would like to say the term inner source, inner spiritual source could be. But whatever the term is, there's only one presence and one power. I was reflecting on, I shared this email with some folks back in Kansas City with some veterans and police about the daily word on the day that I was born says it all. I have faith in God as the one and only power in my life. I have faith in spirit. I have faith in my inner source as the one and only power in my life. And that has stayed with me. So in terms of these aspects of truth, for those of us watching this and those of us that are here, life ain't over. The life as we know it. But one kind of life with a capital L, spiritual life, is eternal. It is never, quote, over. We go through all kinds of drama. We go through all kinds of growth opportunities in our humanness. And sometimes we repeat them if what we don't understand and heal in whatever ways we need to, guess what? It comes back, different forms sometimes. And so where are we, where are you in the concept of oneness? Now see, oneness exists in Kevin that you're bringing back a mask for me. I thank you, Kevin, I really do. I mean, see, there's always a gift. There's someone with a gift that is always present. And it would be hard not to notice that, but I really wanted it. I just said, and Edie was going to go over and get me a mask. I said, no, let's let her go. So if I'm going to sing again this morning, I need to have a mask. So I will. So where are you on this core unity principle of there's one presence and one power, spirit? Spirit. Where are you with that? And how have you been during this time? And we've all had different signs of it's time to choose again. It's time to look at things in a different way, to embrace different perceptions of what seems to be. And, you know, another thought that I want to go to is it's a part of an aspect of all of that, but it's the aspect of if we're not feeling some of these, the presence of Spirit, the presence of God, then it's usually a sign, for me anyway, of there's a forgiveness opportunity awaiting me should I choose to look at it. And what is forgiveness? That's a whole new lifetime of experience, right? What is forgiveness? Forgiveness is returning our attention and awareness to the highest level of spiritual understanding. Forgiveness is quite often focused on external situation. It's always someone that's doing it to me. Whoops, sorry. Why do I have to? Okay. I won't say it. Thank you. And that's it, by the way. It's self-forgiveness. I mean, that's a rather easy one to demonstrate. But, you know, what is it? If I'm not at peace, then when do we start saying it's also important that I go through my own forgiveness of myself for my perceptions? And, you know, a lot of you have heard me talk about Ho'oponopono, a Hawaiian ancient traditional healing practice. And some of the forms of it are starting with, I love you, I'm sorry, or sometimes people say, forgive me, thank you, and we sometimes believe we have to do it for others. In the Hawaiian tradition, it was always about family, about everyone, forgiving everyone, including oneself. So, an invitation for you from this service this morning could be, what is it that you could do some forgiveness of saying to yourself, I love you. Start with I love you. And start with, next, I forgive you. I'm sorry, whatever the words may be. And what if also you were to say, thank you to yourself? And quite often, if you want a free, ever-present therapist for you, go to a mirror and get to a place of centeredness. I was told this by a therapist a long time ago, before I even got into a spiritual path or never ever heard of unity or anything like that. And it said, Steve, she said, you don't really love yourself. And I said, oh yeah, I think I do. I sort of tap dance around that. You know how you do that? I get paid to do that now. And so what the therapist said to me, you may not want to do this, or you may stop it as you do it, but I want you for the next 2 weeks solid, every day, perhaps when you get up in the morning, go to your mirror, and look at yourself. And don't do anything until you're really looking at yourself. Take a breath or whatever. And then say to the mirror, I love you, Steve. Say in the mirror, I love you. I love you. And you keep repeating it over and over again. And I thought, oh, that's easy. I can do that. And so I did. I started it, and I said, well, I said, BS. This is, and I stopped after a couple times. And then I decided there must be something to this. So I kept going a couple days later, and then I finally got through a few minutes. But maybe the third or fourth time, as I was saying, I love you, Steve, I love yourself, I started crying. And I got in some very deep, deep sobs. Because I love my neighbor more than I love myself, which is why that commandment doesn't always get followed. It's easy for me to love someone else, but myself, oh my God. And so when I gather evidence of how I screwed up, I gather evidence that I'm not lovable, that pervades all. And so that's part of oneness. And so there's many attributes of spirit. And so could you go back to that slide that had the three aspects? And so one of the core aspects is this presence of spirit. And so we redefine spirit, God, also as ever-present and love, unconditional love for everyone. Everyone, no exceptions, for all creation. Whatever we want to call love, it's beyond the familial, beyond the kind of love we have for one another and love for music and so on. It's about something that's the core essence of who we truly are. And so if that's the case, then the divinity of humankind is incredibly powerful too. It leads right into it. Because spirit, if we co-create with spirit everything through our thoughts, which is the third aspect, the creative power of thought, we co-create this world, this universe, that's rather amazing. My first thoughts when I got into believing that was, holy moly, I don't know that I haven't admitted that I have the kind of power to co-create this universe or to even create it with our thoughts. But what about that? Since when have we given our power away to teachings that still resonate with us, traditional teachings? One of the first classes I taught when I became a minister in Chapel Hill was refugees from religion, because I felt that I'd been burned in so many ways by traditional religion, the way I interpreted it. I allowed myself to be I didn't know any other way. That's a lot of how people discover unity. And so what is there about discovering now? What is there about in the spiritual truth that we have to know that's absolutely essential that I do my forgiveness work, because then I am also open and receptive to other people's drama and their path and their challenges, and realize that, hey, I'm not separate from anyone. It may appear, given our bodies are separate, we're knocking this piano, it looks solid, doesn't it? There's nothing there. You look close enough, quantum physics shows us there's nothing but space. So if that's the case, what are we doing here? And what am I doing here? And so here's another thing, another invitation of, let's use this time of celebration. We really do want to celebrate. And let's also use this time to recognize that there's a place that we always know that if we're still in human form, there's a lot of other work to do. There's a lot more journeys happening. And I'd like to suggest that we as individuals and as a human community, and I would say as a unity community, we are stronger than we were before this era, before this time. And in so many ways we could say, well, yes, but there's so much loss, so much grieving. And then around that, around loss, have you had a thought or even an awareness in your life that you've been angry at spirit, angry at God, angry at all of this is? How the hell could a loving God create this situation? And we get that. We want to lash out at. And the more that I think that we're entering this place of absolutely unconditional love for ourselves, then we take a breath. And you know what it's like to be taking the breath. The breath brings back an awareness of love. And I want to read more about what Eric Butterworth said. He said, I think of myself basically as a teacher and a counselor. So lessons such as these are not meant to be literary masterpieces, he said. I am not concerned with being lofty and profound, but in dealing with those day-to-day problems, the day-to-day problems that we all have, for which people are seeking help and healing. I'm not presenting a new religion, he said, and Papa Charlie and Merrill Fillmore would say the same thing. This is not a new religion. I am not startling and shocking in some ways, even though some of my concepts may be seen as startling and wondering, what is this stuff? That God is only love? I'm dealing with a technique for the application of fundamental spiritual laws, discovered and demonstrated by Jesus and many other great mystics, teachers. And I want to emphasize, what unity teaches is, yes, we say that Jesus is a master teacher. And as he said, you also should do the works that I've done, and greater works than these shall you do. And many other great mystics, in some ways, the universal spiritual truth is nothing new. This is nothing new. The thread of truth, the fundamental concepts that enable any individual practically and creatively to release his or her own imprisoned splendor, is what this is all about, what this truth is. And so one of the things that I want to share with you that one of the reasons that I'm going back, next Sunday, after service, later in the afternoon, I'll be hitting the road, taking my red Prius back to Lee Summit, Missouri, where Unity Village is, where I live. And I'll be there for a couple of months. We're still working on exactly when it might be that I'll return, but I will be returning via Zoom. You all familiar with Zoom, as am I. And I want to share a little bit about why I am doing this. And as a transitional minister, years ago, a transitional minister might go for maybe 6 months full-time or even a year full-time living in one place. And it was very, 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 very difficult. You might imagine, especially for those that have families, to be gone for that period of time from their peeps. And though I don't have a family, I learned the last 2 years in a row where I did a lot of residential interim work in various places, well, in New York and in California. I began to realize that it was very difficult for me to be gone from my peeps in the Kansas City area, at Unity Village, and so on. Very, very difficult. And it's become increasingly so because, first of all, I'm more aware of self-care at my tender age than I used to be. If I don't take care of myself now, physically and emotionally, it's not good, right? And so I need to practice what I preach. And another thing, a part of me has a passion of ministry. I was serving as a minister before I even heard of Unity, before I even became a Unity minister, and that was after Vietnam. I was not drafted. I had a medical deferment, and I began serving Vietnam vets in the vet centers that they created after the war because they didn't have support for PTSD. And when I heard about the suicides 4 years after the war ended, 60,000, that was more than were killed during the war. It was just, it grabbed me at a core level. And ever since that time, I've been committed to serving not only our soldiers, but also police and fire and EMS, those that have post-traumatic stress. And there's an organization I was introduced to in Kansas City area called The Battle Within. TheBattleWithin.org is a nonprofit, and they offer free 5-day healing academies to men and women that some ways are close to or have attempted suicide, or with PTSD, they've reached a dead end, so to speak. And it's been so wonderful to be a part of that because what I realized, that program is a spiritual program at essence, and they don't call it that. It was founded by 2 Purple Heart soldiers from Iraq and Afghanistan. And when I first heard about the program, I had just met a woman and her husband. They were policemen and women in Lee Summit. And I was telling them a little bit about me, what I just said about my not being drafted. Had a medical deferment and all that, and my service with veterans over the years. And they mentioned this program to me, and they said, Steve, you might want to take it because you probably picked up a lot of vicarious stuff when you were in those combat rap groups that you helped go facilitate. And I heard stuff that no one should ever even hear, let alone experience, that these guys and gals went through. And so this policewoman heard me say that. She said, well, Steve, you might want to take this program. I said, oh, no. I sort of tap danced around. I've become a minister, and I've sort of dealt with my stuff. And she looked at me and paused, and she said, bullshit. Strongly. And she picked up her cell phone, and called a guy that was head of the program, one of the program leads, long story short, they invited me to be a participant in that program. That 5-day program, it was awesome. It was powerful, powerful beyond measure. And I've stayed with that program. I've been a mentor since, and I've also had a way of nudging them to consider Unity Village for some of the meetings, and now they have their offices at Unity Village. And they've asked me to create a session for graduates of the program because they've gotten so turned on through that healing process of they love each other, they move into an incredible spiritual experience. They've asked me to teach a session called The Warrior and Spirituality. And I'm so excited about that. It fills me in so many different ways. So that's one reason. I'm not going to, I just need to do that. I also felt the need to share that with you because that moves me. That's a ministry that has a power very, very different than the power of my being with Unity and serve. And so it's all service. It's all good. So what is calling you right now? And it's not as if we didn't have more time and human time to consider during COVID time. But what's calling you in your life? And showering your journey with love. Showering the people you love. Including beginning with yourself. And saying, I love you. I thank you. I appreciate you. It is good. Amen.
This is another one that you all know. Please feel free to sing with us and dance if you want. It's a great song, and it's about celebration. Good times, come on. Celebrate good times, come on.
There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the year. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We're gonna celebrate and have a good time. It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure, everyone around the world? Celebration to last throughout the year. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. It's up to you. What's your pleasure, everyone around the world? Come on! Celebrate good times, come on! Celebrate good times, come on! We're gonna have a good good time tonight. Let's celebrate, it's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate, it's alright. Baby, we're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate, it's alright.
Yeah,
We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate,
it's alright.
celebrate this time. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on. Celebrate good times. Come on.
Thank you so much for that joyful and appropriate music for today. So that was fun. It is now time for our tithes and offerings. So if you are in person, there's a box in the back if you want to give a donation there. You can also donate on our webpage, unityofgaithersburg.org, or text the word give to 301-918-5625 and follow the prompts. Our prosperity prayer today. I live in a world of plenty, and I have a consciousness of abundance. And for our love offering blessing, divine love, I am, blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And I am so grateful. And now for more music.
You all know this one too. It's about who we really are. Ready?
My sisters and me, we are family. Get up, everybody, sing.
We are family. Got my brothers
And my sisters with me,
we are family.
get up, everybody, sing. Everyone can see we're together as we walk on by. Fly, and we fly just like birds of a feather. I won't tell no lie. All of the people around us, they say, can they be that close? Just let me state for the record, we're giving love in a family dose. We are family.
I got my
Brothers and my sisters and me. We are family. Get up, everybody, sing.
Living life is fun and we just begun to get our share of love's delights. High hopes we have for the future and our goals in sight. We know we don't get depressed. Here's what we call our golden rule. Have faith in you and the things you do. You won't go wrong.
This is our family jewel.
Oh,
We are family. family. My brothers and my sisters with me.
Oh,
We are family. Get up everybody and sing.
whoa.
We are family. Got my brothers and my sisters with me. We are family. Get up everybody and sing.
Well, thank you. That does say it, isn't it? We are family. It's wonderful. I want to thank everybody. Michael, will you stand a minute? Michael, our facilities man. That you are loved and blessed, Michael, for what you do around this beautiful campus, and we acknowledge that, and thank you for everything. So I want to thank everybody that's been here, part of our ushers and our greeters, and Board of Trustee members that are here and watching online. We also thank everyone that's watching via Zoom and YouTube. It's so good to have you with us, and we are one with you. And this place is moving and rocking as you figure that out. So we have our youth, I believe, ready to pop in. Let's see. And keep your mask on if you're going to sing. But we're not going to join hands yet. But, you can turn and sort of face each other. And I guess it is a circle. You just can't stop it. Okay. Okay. And let's don't... Okay, let's do the peace song quickly. Pick up the pace a little bit.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, a peace that was meant to be, with God as creator. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. Let every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. The light of God surrounds us. The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us, and wherever we are, God is, and all is well. Amen. Amen.
Oh, yes. Have a great week. You have love in you. You are loving and light, and your light is the world is very willing to be expressed from you. So gratitude. Mahalo. God bless you.
good times, come on. Celebrate good times, come on.
There's a party going on right here, a celebration to last throughout the year. So bring your good times and your laughter too. We're gonna celebrate your party with you. Come on now.
Celebration. Let's all celebrate and have a good time. Celebration. We're gonna celebrate and have a good time.
It's time to come together. It's up to you. What's your pleasure?
Everyone around the world, come on. Celebrate good times, come on. Celebrate good times, come on.
We're gonna have a good time tonight.
Let's celebrate, it's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate, it's alright.
Baby,
We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate, it's alright. We're gonna have a good time tonight. Let's celebrate, it's alright.